Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Today I stand here in the favor of the motion. As the proposition of the motion, this House believes that denuclearization is essential for global stability. Just like all we know, the issue of the beginning of the World War III is getting common among us, including the use of nuclear weapons for a main defense for a country. So what are the best solutions for that situation? But before we jump into a deeper level, let me deliver the key terms of the motion definition today. First, denuclearization means countries stop making, using, and keeping the nuclear weapons, which is the most dangerous bombs in the world that can harm a lot of people's life. Two, global stability means the condition of the global that is peaceful and safer, where countries are not fighting or threatening each other. Three, essential in this context means something is a very important or necessary. So we believe that to make the world more stable and peaceful, we need to get rid of the nuclear weapons. The status quo right now is a lot of countries, and the average is more than 5 countries actively that is still using nuclear weapons as their main weapons for defense, and a lot of countries still trying to make or build much more nuclear weapons, which can impact it that there is a lot of dangerous thing will coming through, and it will impact it that there is still a possibility of a lot of people get through too. So our goal in here is to make the global environment more safer and more peaceful, with the awareness of how essential the denuclearization is for the first step of the hope we want, which is to make the global environment more safer and more peaceful. And it will implement if we implement the denuclearization. So here's the few things that will prove the denuclearization is truly essential. First is the nuclear weapons or bomb make the world more dangerous, not safer. Just all we know, one nuclear bomb can kill a million people in a short time, which is less than an hour, and it is very dangerous, and also it is very serious if it access the talk about human life. And because of that, in 1 million is not only army that have an obligation and is a readiness to sacrifice their life to get killed, but they're not only army. There is still a civilian that just trying to live their life in a country and suddenly get killed by a bomb coming through because of the conflict that they're not even involved on. So it is not right. It is not in their human right to live their life. 2, these weapons can cause mistakes, accidents, or even a total destruction. Well, it's a common thing that there is having a moment in our history that nuclear war almost happened by accidents and mistakes, and a lot of people died because of the nuclear dysfunction, either because there's a mistakes in the process of building or just a human error, which is a thing that we cannot avoiding on. So it is really obvious that we shouldn't keeping the dangerous thing in our country if we can control them, for especially for our weapons and for a main defense, because there is a lot of mistake that can destroy a public space and peacefulness, and also can increase the possibility of treat a lot of civilian and cause a waste of human life. 3, they encourage countries to compete, not cooperate. When one country builds nuclear weapons, others feel scared and want to build their own. This leads to an arms race where countries try to outdo each other instead of working together. And besides that, there are a lot of record of how successful life is when we do it by cooperate. and discussion, and it will effectively be implemented in the global aspect and the global environment. So denuclearization will decrease distrust and also avoid distrust and division between nations in the world and make a peacefulness. For the only way to stop the danger is to remove them completely. As long as nuclear weapons exist, the risk will never go away. The only way to be safe is to remove them for all countries. And that way, no one has the power to start a war and make dangers for all of the civilians in this world and start to creating a peacefulness world. 5. Considering the environmental aspect. The process of making nuclear weapons already causing a lot of waste in this world, and or even make a dump, and even the post-use of the nuclear weapons itself impact as a lot of waste, and it is in the record in our history. So we must reduce that for the sake of our healthy environment and our peaceful and safer environment. In conclusion, nuclear weapons do not make the world safer. They make it more dangerous. They can cause accident. The only way to stop them is the denuclearization proposed by 5 consideration. First, nuclear weapons or bomb make the world more dangerous, not safer. 2. These weapons can cause mistakes, accidents, or even total destruction. 3. They encourage countries to compete, not cooperate. 4. The only way to stop the danger is to remove them completely. 5. Considering the environmental aspect that is already bad. So that's why we should propose in this motion. Thank you.